All right. Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. Sorry we're getting started a few minutes late. We had a few other things going on up front. But here we are, finishing out the week. We're going to keep moving forward with our gentle stretches, followed by some mindfulness. And yeah, hope you guys just have a good Friday and head into a good weekend. So I'll go ahead and get into the quote. It says, "Don't be afraid to go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is." I'll read it again. Don't be afraid to go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. Right. And for me, this just means get outside your comfort zone. Right. We know the end of that limb on a tree is a little wobblier, maybe a little less stable. The branch is a little thinner. It's not as safe and secure. But sometimes when we get outside of our comfort zone and we reach a little further than we're initially comfortable with, right? That's when we get to that better result. That's when we push ourselves to that next level. So obviously this is an analogy, but you can take it as it relates to your life and what feels safe for you, right? What's your comfort zone? Where is that at? And then what is that fruit? What is that reward or that success that you're reaching towards? And learning and understanding that it's not always going to necessarily come easy. It might take a little bit of risk, right? It might take letting go of something that we normally find safe and secure. Might take a little balance, right? A little precision as far as getting out to the edge of that limb. So I like this one, right? It puts a good little visual in your head as far as what it looks like to get outside of your comfort zone, reach for whatever your goal is. But knowing that if you get outside the box, if you push yourself, if you challenge yourself, if you let go of that safety net, that there might be a little blessing out there for you. That piece of fruit's hanging out there, right? The apple's not in there on the trunk, it's out on the limbs. So again, don't be afraid to go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. Push yourself, right? Don't be afraid to push your boundaries and step outside of your normal routine. For us here today, we will continue with our normal routine, but use this quote as you're working within your body, right? Maybe you haven't tried one of the stretches before, or you feel really comfortable going to a certain distance. Maybe try pushing yourself, right? Knowing the difference between pain and sensation, but breathing into that and feeling into that, seeing what fruit can be gotten at the end of that little bit of push. So there you have it for Friday. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll go ahead, we'll get started here, get to your starting position, and we'll have ourselves a wonderful day. All right, you guys, go ahead, come to that starting position, have your feet flat, have your knees bent, hips heavy. I'm gonna take a quick sip of coffee here. And get our spine nice and long, sit up tall, but relax the shoulders. We'll start as we always do with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close the eyes here as we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, open those eyes. Come on back into the space that you're in. And we will get started with our stretches. So as always, we'll begin with our legs here, our lower extremities. Go ahead, bring them straight out in front of you as best as you can. And then we'll start by pointing and flexing the feet here. Good. So just taking those toes away from the body and back towards, away and back towards. Good. And just start to get the blood flowing, get that energy started for the day. As always, if you're unable to see physical motion in the body, I invite you to close the eyes And then see if you can watch as the body moves energetically. Good. And of course, keep that breath flowing, pairing the intention with the action. All right, nice job, you guys. When you're done with that, keep the legs nice and long, but you can rest your heels on the ground, flex your toes back in towards the body, lengthen the spine as you breathe in, and then as you breathe out, gently reach down in the direction of your toes. And again, this is a place, maybe this is where you go out on a limb, figuratively, right? But literally, push yourself a little further. Maybe step outside of your comfort zone. Maybe normally your hands are here. Try to reach them out towards your toes. See what happens. Notice what you feel. And then continue to breathe, right? Breathing into sensation, noticing what you feel in the back of the legs, calves and hamstrings. And continuing to move the breath softly in and softly out. Good. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly, 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 come on back up towards seated. Good. Bend in your knees again. Bring your feet flat to the floor. And we'll return to that starting position and take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job, you guys. All right, getting into our inner thighs, our hip adductors. We're going to gently draw the knees away from one another here. So we're just taking the thighs gently away from each other here, going in opposite directions. Now you can use the muscles of the hips and the legs to pull the knees apart, or if available, if it feels good in your body, you can maybe use your hand or a forearm and just add a little extra pressure here, right? Gently deepening the stretch. Making sure to listen to your body, right? If there's pain, back off. But if you can breathe into sensation and push a little deeper, notice what you feel. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And exhale, slowly, slowly. Draw those knees back in towards one another. Come on back to that starting position. And once more, a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. So good. All right, getting into the backs of our hips here. We'll get into piriformis, glutes, our other rotators. So bring those feet flat, have your hips grounded, sit up nice and tall, lengthen the spine as you breathe in. And then we'll bring our right leg up into the body, gently squeezing it into the chest here. Good. Now you can stay here, breathing into the back side of this right hip, or if available, bring this leg up and over the other one. Nice job. And then just continue to breathe into sensation. Notice what you feel. Notice what comes up in your body. And then try to soften. Ease into the posture. Release any tension. Good. When you're ready, take another breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly release. Let that leg go. Nice job, you guys. All right, we'll go ahead and switch sides. So once more, starting position, breathe in. And then we'll bring that left leg gently up into the body here. All right, squeezing the knee into the belly here. Breathing into the back side of the left hip. Now you can stay here in this position or bring this leg over the opposite one again. And then once again, just notice. Notice what sensations come up. Notice what you feel, or maybe what you don't feel, right? There's no right or wrong here. We're just tuning into our body and seeing what comes up. Moving the breath softly in and softly out. Good. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly lower, let that leg go. Nice job, you guys. Returning to that starting position. A breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. So good. All right, we are all done with our legs. So we're gonna move into our trunk now. So again, coming back to the starting position, have your feet flat on the floor. Put a bend in the knees. Sit up nice and tall as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, gently twist over to the right. Good. Now bringing the hands to a position of your choice. Maybe the leg, maybe the chair, wherever it feels good in your body. And then continue to breathe. Inhale as you sit up tall. Create space in the spine. Exhale, gently deepen the twist. Maybe bringing that gaze over the right shoulder. Good. Continuing to move the breath, slow and steady. Easing into sensation, easing into the stretch. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release. Come on back through center. Good. We'll go ahead and switch sides once more. Sit up tall, breathe in. And as we breathe out, gently twist over to the left. Good. Once again, hands to a position of your choice, wherever it feels comfortable, wherever you can create a little leverage. And then continue to move the breath. Inhale as you sit up tall. Reach the head towards the ceiling. Exhale, gently deepen the twist. Maybe the gaze comes over the left shoulder. And then continue to breathe. Softly in, softly out. Nice job. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release. Come on back towards center. All right, nice job, you guys. Let's take that breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job. All right, we're gonna keep our legs exactly where they're at. We're gonna start to round forward here, getting into our low back. So start to bring your hands in the direction of your feet. Maybe they come down to the floor. And then just continue to breathe, allowing the muscles of the lumbar spine to softly open up here. Gently stretching away from one another. Now, if it feels okay, you can continue to release the weight of the head over towards the floor, further opening the back body. If there's any restriction in the breath or any compression on the chest, just back off a little bit. Maybe the hands come up a little higher. Maybe the elbows even come towards the knees. Just finding a spot in your body, a position that works best for you in this moment. And wherever you're at, continuing to breathe. Softly in, softly out. Good. Wherever you're at, take another inhale. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly roll back on up towards seated. Good. Bringing the spine back in line. Allowing your blood pressure to settle. Take a soft breath in. Then a soft breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, open those eyes if they were closed. And then we'll get into the front of our body now. So feet exactly where they're at, grounding down, hips are heavy. Take that spine long, take a breath in. And then we'll start by squeezing the shoulder blades together here. Try and keep those shoulders nice and relaxed, right? You don't want to hike them up. Just softly down the back, pull the elbows in towards one another. Now you can stay here, or you always have a couple options, depending on the height of your chair. You can take your spine up and over. You can push your shoulders into your chair, wherever it feels good. And then maybe arms come to either side. Maybe the gaze comes softly up towards the ceiling. And then just continue breathing. Feeling a stretch into the belly, across the chest, into your pec muscles, up through the neck and throat. Feeling an expansion with every breath in, and a softening with every breath out. Good. Slow and steady with the breath, easing into the stretch, breathing into sensation. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, come on back up towards seated. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, return to that starting position, come back to midline, and let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job. All right, we are done with the trunk, so we're gonna move on to our arms, our upper extremities. So we'll start with flexion here at the shoulder, right? You always have a couple options with your hand position. You can take the fingers in between one another. You can grip them over each other. You can use the strength of one hand to assist, or you can do all of this with one arm. So wherever you're at, come to that starting position, right? Allow your legs and hips to be heavy. Spine is long. Take the grip of your choice, and as you breathe in, gently lift those arms up and away from the body. Good. Now this is the spot where you really want to listen to your body here. If there's any pain or any kind of crunching as you lift your hands up over your head, just back off a little bit, right? It's going to be different for every person. So pay attention to what your body's telling you. Breathe into that sensation and honor that sensation. If maybe your hands are just up off your lap, that's okay. Maybe if they are overhead, just make sure the shoulders are relaxed and that you can still breathe easily. Softly in, softly out. Nice job, you guys. Continue moving the breath here. Maybe backing off as you need. Wherever you're at, take one more inhale. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lower those arms down. Good, letting the shoulders be heavy here. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job, you guys. All right, we are going to get into our shoulder blades. So that's scapular glides. For all of you guys that are out in the front room, in the great room, you can use the tables in front of you to place your hands on. For you guys at home, I'm going to turn to the side and show you what it looks like. So if you have a flat surface, maybe a countertop, maybe a couch, you can even use an assistive device, really anything that's going to support the hands, you're just going to glide them up and away from the body here. And now what we're trying to do is get a little motion in the shoulder blades, right? So it's a small motion here, but it allows for a lot of movement in the arms. And if you need to feel the difference, pull those shoulder blades in towards one another, right? Squeeze your scapula to the middle of the back and then pull them away from each other. So you're essentially wrapping them around the rib cage. And then just continue to breathe, softening the neck, releasing any tension in the shoulders or the jaw. Continue moving the hands up and away from the body as you draw your shoulders up and around the torso. Breathing in, breathing out. And when you're ready, gently take those hands a little further away from you. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly, 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 come on back up towards seated. Good. Allow those shoulder blades to return to the back side of your body. And we'll go ahead and come back to our starting position. So once again, bring those feet flat to the floor. Have your hips heavy, sit up nice and tall. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job, you guys. All right, we're gonna get into the back of our shoulders here. So from a tall position, take a breath in. And then bring that right arm up and across the torso. Good. So as always, a couple options. One, reaching that hand away from you. Two, you can bring this hand to the opposite shoulder. Three, if available, using the free hand to gently pull the arm across your body. And again, same thing, come back to sensation. Notice what you're feeling. If there's pain, back off a little bit. Otherwise, gently deepen the stretch, easing into the pressure here. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, take another breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release, let that arm go. So good. We'll go ahead and switch sides once more. Sit up tall, breathe in. And then we'll bring our left arm up and across. Again, same options. One, reaching that hand away. Two, bringing your hand to the opposite shoulder. And three, if available, using that free hand to gently pull the arm across your body. Good. Just continue moving the breath here, releasing any tension, relaxing the body, and keep the breath moving smoothly, slowly. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release, let that arm go. Nice job, you guys. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. So good. All right, we are done. Oh no, let's do our shoulder rolls. Can't forget those. So draw those shoulders up to the ears and back down again. Up to the ears and back down again. Good. Just allowing motion through the entire shoulder girdle here. Maybe even opening up the chest a little bit as you draw those shoulders down. Making sure to go both directions, forwards as well as backwards. Maybe even side to side. Just releasing any extra bit of holding. Letting this feel nice and good in your body. Good. And when you're ready, once again, return to that starting position. Have your feet flat, knees bent, hips are grounded down into the chair beneath you. Sit up tall, lengthen the spine as you roll the shoulders back. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, gently drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. And then just start to let go. Maybe close the eyes. Feel the weight of the head pour over towards the floor. As your shoulders stay heavy, sinking down towards the chair. Continue breathing into the left side of your neck. Allowing the tissues to soften. Watching as they gently stretch away from themselves. Just easing into the stretch. Using the breath to feel a little more relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly come on back through center. I'll go ahead and switch sides. So once more, sit up tall, lengthen the spine, breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. Once again, maybe closing the eyes if that feels okay. Letting the shoulders and the head be heavy. As you breathe into the right side of the neck this time. Watching, feeling as the muscles soften, gently melting around the bone. Continuing to move the breath softly in and softly out, releasing the weight of the head over towards the floor. When you're ready, take another breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release the chin down towards the chest. And just start to make small circles here with the head and the neck. Moving a little slower than you think you should. Just allowing the stretch to travel through all the corners of the cervical spine. Making sure to switch directions as you're ready. Reversing the rotation. Evening out the stretch. Breathing into sensation. When you're ready, slowly bring your head back in line with your spine. Once more, return to that starting position. Lower half of the body is heavy, spine is long, shoulders relaxed. Sit up nice and tall, and we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. I invite you once more to close the eyes here as we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, blink those eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. And that ends our stretches for today. So thank you guys so much for joining for that portion. I'll go ahead and get set up for mindfulness. So hold tight. We'll be with you in a second. Thanks. Let's see, who's out there? Steve, you hate passwords. Oh no. Uh-oh. Steve, are you having trouble with your new phone? Hopefully you get that figured out. But it's good to see you out there. Thanks for joining. All right, I think we've got this all set up. Happy Friday. Keep drinking the coffee, right? We made it through the week. Okay, let's get this timer set up. Sorry, my nose won't stop tickling me this morning either. I think sometimes these masks get like little fuzz on them and then they tickle your nose. So that's where I'm at today. Okay. Ridiculous banter aside, let's get this all set up. Oh, he said his Facebook password was hacked. Oh, Steve, I'm sorry. That stinks. That is definitely not fun. That is not something you want to mess with. So hopefully that all works out for you. And for the rest of you, and Steve as well, it looks like you're on there now. So hopefully we can enjoy a few minutes of mindfulness and kind of let all of that go, right? So there's a perfect example of having something chaotic or stressful, right? Something negative that you maybe didn't want to deal with, or that you were that you weren't expecting, and trying to use this practice of mindfulness and meditation to release some of that, right? Not easy. Not saying, oh yeah, it's just real quick and then it's all going to be fine. But that's why it's called a practice, right? It's why we show up to it every day. And we will continue, finish out the week, I should say. We will finish out the week with the practice we've done since Monday. And I like this one. It's a great practice if you're just getting started with any kind of mindfulness or meditation. It's also a great practice whether you've been doing it for a million years or not, right? Because it's a simple reminder to just come back to the breath. We have so much that goes on in our minds, outside of our minds, the chaos of the world. Maybe it's your personal challenges you're going through, or something on a more national level or worldwide level, right? There's plenty of things that can be considered stressors, or something that might trigger us, or even something that we don't really know why we're in a funk, but maybe we're in that funk. And so this practice allows us to release some of that and tune into what's really happening in this very moment, which is the breath. And more often than not, when we're able to tune in to this very moment, we're able to let go of some of the extra worry and the extra stress that surrounds some of those things that we're thinking about, right? Not to say that they're not challenges we have to work through or problems that need to be dealt with, but a lot of times we will add extra stress to that, right? We'll add that worry. And so giving yourself a break from all of that, letting yourself tune in to the simple rhythm of every inhale and every exhale, it's a good way to remind yourself that you're okay. In this very moment, you're breathing and everything is calm, right? So I invite you for the next several minutes to do that. Give yourself that gift. Try and show up, even if it's the only 20 minutes of the day that you're able to relax and let go. Give yourself those 20 minutes. So as always, I will guide you guys through this. We'll hear two bells. One will indicate that our time has started, and the second will indicate that our time has ended. What you do with that time in between is entirely up to you, but I invite you to release everything else and tune into right now. So wherever you're at, find a nice, comfortable position. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Remind yourself that in this very moment, right here, right now, everything's okay. So once again, I invite you for the next several minutes to simply arrive. Allow yourself to show up to this space, this time, without any expectations, without any agendas. Let go of any to-do lists. Try and release any worries from yesterday or fears for tomorrow. And tune into right here, right now. Letting your body soften, letting your mind be at ease. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes. Close your eyes and start to bring your focus, your attention. Bring it inwards. Let it settle inside of you. Letting go of any mental chatter. Releasing any external thoughts, any outside distractions. Just start to settle on you, on your being. With your eyes closed, see if you can see yourself. Using the mind's eye, let yourself imagine or visualize or picture. Seeing yourself from head to toe, front to back, one side to the other, and inside to out. Noticing all of your parts, but all connected. Seeing both physical and energetic bodies here. Softly breathing in, softly breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. When you're ready, as you're ready, start to bring your awareness to your breath. Allowing yourself to watch every inhale and every exhale. Letting yourself see the breath, feel the breath, sense the breath. Observing it as it travels in, passing through the nostrils, swirls in the throat, pours down into the lungs. And then observe it on the reverse. Watch it leave the lungs, pass back through the throat, and out the nose, out the mouth. Continuing to follow the path of the breath, watching each inhalation and each exhalation. Letting yourself observe the breath for what it is. Life-giving, form-changing, energy-providing. Feeling the force of every breath in and every breath out. Every breath in and every breath out. Continuing to breathe in this way. Not trying to change or fix anything. Simply watch, observe, Follow the breath. Knowing that at any point, if you lose focus or you get distracted, that's okay. Acknowledge the distraction. Notice where your thoughts went. But then when you're ready, give yourself permission to return. Return to the breath. Return to this moment. Reconnect with the very thing that's keeping you here in this present moment. The breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Following the path of the breath. Watching it enter your body, expand your being, and then watch it as it leaves, exiting the body, physical form softening. If you're having a little bit of trouble following the breath itself, that's okay. I invite you to instead find a place on your body, a physical spot, somewhere where you can feel the breath, see it, someplace where it touches your body. Maybe it's your nostrils, feeling the rush of air back and forth. Maybe it's your throat, feeling the warm breath swirl around. Maybe it's your lungs, your rib cage, feeling the chest rise and fall with every breath in and every breath out. Maybe it's the low belly, just beneath the navel. Maybe you even place your hand there, feeling the stomach push out with every inhale and fall back in with every exhale. Wherever that focus point is for you, whether it's the breath itself or a spot on your body, let your attention stay there with every breath in and every breath out. Every breath in and every breath out. Every breath in and every breath out. Breath in, breath out. Again, knowing that at any point, if the mind wanders, you can always start again. Come back to this moment. Come back to the breath. Just as an anchor steadies the ship, so too can your breath steady the mind. Following the rhythm of each cycle of breath. no different than the waves as they come into the shore, and watching as they leave the shore. Watching the wave of breath in and the wave of breath out. Breath in, breath out. If you haven't yet already, or you need to try again, I invite you to come back to the breath, and see if you can follow the breath for one full cycle. Starting with just one breath, watching as the inhale enters, and watching as the exhale exits. If you get distracted within that cycle of breath, that's okay. Try again. If you're able to follow the path for one full cycle, try for two. If you can follow for two, observe for three. If you can observe for three, try and watch for four. And if you can watch for four, then just keep going. Continuing to breathe, watching the breath for as long as you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Knowing that you can always start again. As long as the breath is moving, you have infinite amount of opportunities to reconnect with the breath. Reconnect with this moment. And return to the present. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Coming into the final few minutes of this practice, I will let go of all my verbal guidance and just continue to breathe with all of you. We'll hear one final bell indicating that our time has ended. And until then, just keep breathing, following the breath, watching the rhythm of every inhale and every exhale. And knowing that if at any point you get distracted or lose focus, you can always start again. Simply by watching the breath in and watching the breath out. Watching the breath in, watching the breath out. Breath in, breath out. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. And a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Allow yourself to let go of any focus, any anchor points. And just start to come back into your body, feeling back into this space. Maybe move your fingers, wiggle your toes. Deepen the breath. If you wish to stay here breathing, by all means, please do so. Otherwise, when you're ready, softly, slowly, open the eyes. Come on back into the space that you're in. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, connecting with us. We love having this opportunity to continue to share this practice with you guys. We really appreciate it. Alex and Jamie will be back this afternoon to finish off our Friday 1 o'clock rehabilitative strengthening. Be sure to tune in with them. Otherwise, we'll be back Monday morning for another morning mindfulness. And we hope to see you at one of those videos, but either way, have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy the weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, try and get some rest, and as always, continue to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thanks so much.